Today's Tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against no one. Today we're actually up against the AI because I've been sitting in the queue for a while, there's no one to play, and I really just wanted to play a bit of BattleTech. And so I picked a bit of a weird and wacky Lance. I have myself a Kintaro because I hardly ever let myself take Kintaros in multiplayer at the moment, just because they are they're a bit overpowered. I don't think it's really I think you got to do away with this, otherwise you'll use it as a crutch when hopefully harebrained schemes fix things up. And we have a bunch of commandos. This is my crazy ass little light wing right here. There's the big Papa Commando and my little commandos, or my big Kintaro and my little Kintaros. I have no idea what the AI is bringing, but we're going to need to roll out here and check things out. So I just randomized the AI just so we'll get some crazy, hopefully some craziness here. I'm just going to try and play like I want to play when I actually play people. I have given most of these pilots the quickest, best pilots I could. So they've got high piloting skills, they should be able to move fairly far, and all have pretty good evasion here. Look at that. Spreading out on the wing there. They're like, Papa Kintaro, come in. This is Commando Wing. We are flanking. That's right, Ozone, we are flanking. Roger that. I even have, actually have Paradise and a non-jumping mech here. Just for the sole reason that I want him to be able to move fast. So we're going to try a bit of a bum rush here for the AI. We'll see how we do. Man, that looks big, badass, stompy mech right there. He's coming down the hill. And we see nothing. The only problem with this water here, if I flank too far, we actually won't be able to get across it. But there's some nice juicy trees that we could probably sit in just here and be fairly okay. Some of these hills, I've had problems with these hills in some of my AI games. No, not my AI games, my actual online games. And I've struggled to get some vision over the top of these. You can see these mechs are quite small, so they kind of just fit in to the groove there. The AI is bringing in his 20-tonner. We got a 20-ton on the radar, sir. 20 tons on the radar. Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger. Alright, we have no idea what else is back here. Wow, that's another 20-ton. We are in the 15 mil bracket here, so things should be fairly light for us. Alright, what do we got? Juicy. Arc lights up first. We're going to reserve into the AI here. They have 2 mediums and 2 lights. So these must be the 2 lights at the front. They have no vision. No vision at all. We're going to reserve down, right down, because there's no point in us going into vision just yet when we can clearly just blast some things. I'm not even going to use sensor locking here. I would love to do this without sensor locking. Wow. That, is that a Jenna? I feel like that might be a Jenna right here. Ozone, you want to do me a favor, buddy? You want to get me some vision here. And you're just going to brace up and get abused here. It's just not a Jenna, it's a Locust. So Ozone, he's going to stomp forward and he's going to be like, Sir, I've spotted the enemy. It's a Locust. Locust 1M. Showing up. Clear as day on my screen. Alright, 50 tons coming in. Hunchback. Oh. Is she? No, Hunchback isn't 50 tons, is it? Is that a Kintaro? Because that felt pretty rough. Whatever that was. But it's not going to matter because we're going to come screaming over this hill. Full speed here. Actually, I need trees, probably. Paradise. Buddy, you want to come screaming down this way? Firing in. He's going to charge forward. Screaming into the comms. Fire the missiles. And in goes the short missiles. I would be better off locking this, but, you know, we're just having a bit of fun here. That Locust, probably not having so much fun. He's like, I've been hit. I've been hit. We're smoking on one side. I'm limping. Whoop. Ooh, that's a bit of AC. That feels like a Centurion? Feels like a Centurion. Alright, buddy. Let's see what you got. I think we're going to swing around the side here with blockade. Firing as we go. Actually, who can get in here? Yeah, we'll go... Can you fire? You cannot. Alright, blockade, you're up first, buddy. In you go. He's going to come screaming in as well. He's like, I got this, we're covering you, Ozone. Fire! And in goes a couple of missiles, blowing them apart. Locust's not looking so happy anymore. He's having a bad day. Luckily, these mediums are not going to be able to come on us just quick yet, so we should be fairly okay just swinging like this. Meanwhile, Arclight, the last to come in. She's like, boys, I'll bring up the rear. Oh, it's a trebuchet up close. Crazy stuff. Swinging her mech around, she fires off a salvo. And down goes Mr. Locust. He is gone. Send a torso down. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the AI. What will you do now? They have one more light in the wings. Another Locust. An M. Well, Mr. M, you're going to launch your long-range missiles in. Boom, 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 boom. Bits and pieces of armor are melting off the Kintaro here, but I don't think it's going to matter. Alright. Paradise, he sees his chance. Swings his commando around. The Locust, it's in the deep water. Well, it's in the water, but will it survive? Locking on target, sir. Firing away. Lobbing them in. Locust, he's not looking happy about that. He's starting to smoke. He's starting to smoke indeed. Blockade, he too sees his chance. Swings his commando around. Engages the throttle. And sees the half-smoking wreck that is left. Armor melted off. Well, exploded off. It's too much. The Locust taking a beating. Evasion is lost. He calls over to Arclight. Arclight. Come in, Arclight. I need a hand. Arclight. She sees where the other two have gone. And she knows what's required. She fires in. Woo! Locust down. Scratch one Locust. Scratch one Locust. Chalk another one up to Arclight. That is 2 in the bag for Arclight. Oh, brother. The trebuchet, he's become focused. Paradise. I'm taking hits. Bits of armor flick off his mech, but it is enough. He is holding. He is holding indeed. Alrighty, sir. You have angered the Kintaro. Ozone, he sees the trebuchet move to the side. He's tracking with his missiles. It's pretty hard, but he will track the best he can. And fires in. Most of his missiles go wide, but he scores a few hits. Explosions. Rocking the trebuchet there. Woo. Paradise. He's not having a good time. He is not having a good time at all. He's like, what do you need? Ozone. Come in, Ozone. I need a hand. I need a hand indeed. Ozone reports. Trebuchet to the front. Engage. Arclight's like, yes, sir. Moving on the treb. Firing all weapons. Alpha strike. More chunks flick off the trebuchet there. He rocks back and forth, unsteady. Yes, Commander. Life is not looking good for Mr. Trebuchet. Paradise decides to hold his position for now. While Blockade decides to move. Full speed here. Full speed indeed. He ignores the Shadowhawk, lines up the trebuchet, and fires. Another Alpha Strike. Knocks down the trebuchet. He's on the ground. The pilot is dazed and confused. He still has plenty of armor. But life Life is getting a little harder here. Blockade. He decides he needs to use some tree cover here, so he doesn't move all the way. He only gauges from afar. How much damage can he do? He locks on. He fires. Scores multiple hits. The center torso is gone. The trebuchet is down. The trebuchet is down indeed. The Shadowhawk. He tries to get some revenge. He fires on Arclight, ripping the armor from her arm. The mech rocks back and forth, but it is not enough. Not enough to save him by far. The Kintaro moves in, angry, ready to engage. Disengages his LRM-5s. Realizes the cockpit is a little hot in there. It's sweltering hot. He also disengages the medium lasers. He decides to go with Oni, the short-range missiles. He lobs them in. The Shadowhawk rocks back and forth. He has managed to brace, so the damage is not fatal. But soon, things will not be so good. Arclight moves in for the kill. Can you do it, Arclight? Can you do it? Arclight engages from the side. The Shadowhawk regrets his decision somewhat. He is bleeding stability. Possibly bleeding a fair bit of armor too. Blockade moves around the other flank. I've got this, Ozone. Cover me. Alright, Blockade. I've got you. I've got you. Woo! Firing them missiles, Blockade. Firing them short-range missiles. Paradise, seeing victory close, sprints in. Whether it's a good decision or a bad decision, only the dice will tell. Go for it, Paradise. Fire on in. You might knock him here, Paradise. Ooh, Paradise screams out over the comms. Sir, I have knocked myself a Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk is down. Ozone, seeing his chance, swings into the water to cool his mech. Steam hisses off the hot, hot legs. Oh baby, them some hot legs. He decides not to overheat his mech once again, but only fire in the SRMs. It's hammer time down there for the Shadowhawk. Things are not looking good. The heat sensors for Ozone scream at him. Sir, I'm heating up. Don't worry about it. Sir, I'm taking hand-to-hand combat. Don't worry about it. Sir, should I worry about anything? Don't worry about anything. It's the boys, well, actually, maybe the girls have you here. The girls have you indeed. Arclight, she spots her chance. She swings around the side of the Shadowhawk and prepares to engage from behind. She hammers him. SRMs blowing chunks out of the back armor there. It's not looking all that happy for Mr. Shadowhawk. He's seen better days. He has seen better days indeed. Paradise. He swings around the side. He too lines up some shots. Can't quite get to the rear, but he can come in from the side. The Shadowhawk rocks back and forth. He's now unsteady. Blockade. She sees, well, he sees his chance. He moves in for a punch. Can he unsteady it? 35 here, baby. 35. He lines up with his fist. What punch? It's a rockin'. And it's down. Blockade here. Reporting Shadowhawk down again. Shadowhawk is down. The Kintaro. Steam hissing from his mech. He decides he can't quite afford another turn of firing. So he lines up his own punch. I'll show you how it's done. Crunch with his leg. Off comes an arm. Off comes an arm indeed. The Shadowhawk. Hissing, spitting, buzzing. He is pretty much stuffed here. He focuses. Can he get a kill shot here? He's confused. He's not sure what's going on. In fact, he is frozen in terror. Oh! A leg blows off blockade. I'm going down. Giant explosion of water. Never fear, blockade. For Arclight is here. Arclight swings into the water. And some rear shots. Go for it, Arclight. You got this, baby. Woo! More bits explode off the Shadowhawk. He is, he's in for some bad times. Screaming over his comms. I need assistance! I need assistance! It's too late! It is too late indeed. As the SRMs hammer around his center torso, he explodes. It's a giant death ball for him. Giant death ball indeed. I have to say, the AI, yeah, I mean, they're facing up against a whole bunch of SRMs. There's no way they're gonna really get through this. These mechs here, these 2Ds, to give you an idea of how good they are, so they do 125 damage each, right? Compare that over to 2 Locusts. This one probably does maybe about 40 damage. What would that be? 65. So that's already half damage here of 1 2D. This thing here is another half damage of a 2D. This thing here, what would this be? This would be about a 120 damage on the LRMs all hitting. You gotta remember this is all hitting, which very rarely happens with LRMs. And a medium laser, right? So you got 3 medium lasers. So that's another 75. So this thing's about a 2D and a bit. So these two here is 1 2D. This is about a 2D and a bit. So we'll say 2.5 2Ds. And then this baby here is, what's this? I think that's 45. So 45. 45 and what? 25, 45, 50, 60, 70. Plus 5 is... what does this do, 20? What did I say, 70? So we're up to about 90. 110. So this thing is actually, if it can fire everything, it's worse than a 2D in damage. And then suddenly a Kintaro rolls up and goes, hey, I hear you like damage. And it does 120, 80... 180 alone with just its SRMs. So you can already see I kind of stacked it a little bit harsh on the AI, since we damage is pretty much king. Damage and armor is fairly much king in this game at the moment. If you can just blow chunks out of someone, they don't stand a chance. And locusts, I don't know how the AI randomed into 2 LRM locusts, but it was not going to be a happy day for them. Not at all. Not at all, but I did say I just wanted to have a bit of fun, bit of BattleTech, and that is what I had. With that, I'll take a break. Tune in next time, more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.